So I was just doing another video and I was talking about how liberal Democrats in general have committed far more either attempted or straight up mass killings than right-wingers have, right? And gave you a bunch of lists, everybody from, James Holmes to Jared Loughner, Lee Harvey Oswald, Bill Ayers, and of course the newest one is James Hodgkinson, a guy that was so set in his political views and that ideology of being a left-wing socialist Bernie Sanders supporters that, he was inspired to go kill a bunch of people. Now, he was obviously a nut job. All these people were nut jobs. There's no doubt about it, right? Like the normal left-wing Democrat doesn't go out and just start killing a bunch of people. You have to be a nut job first. But during the course of making that video, as I was talking, when I finished the video, I kind of realized something or came to a conclusion that I wanted to talk to you guys about, something that had never occurred to me before. And it's this ideology that, when you really look at it, the left has been pushing for control of everything, really. I mean, we talk about how the media is biased and left-wing all the time, right? I mean, even when you look at people who are quote-unquote Republicans on MSNBC, they're left-wingers, let's be honest. They may be registered Republicans, but they're not in ideology, right? But we talk about this all the time. And when you look at how that came to be, I mean, it started back in the 1960s, and it's just been slowly and slowly progressing as left-wingers, as these hardcore radicalists have sunk their teeth into every aspect of our country. They've sunk their teeth into business, into the government, into media, into our education system. I mean, make no mistake about it, as pro-Republican, conservative, small government, big business, capitalist as you may be, understand that left-wing politics still mostly controls big business in this country. They control the media. You already know that. They do control the government. You can say, well, the Republicans are in power now. How many of those Republicans are really conservative right-wingers? Not many of them. Left-wing politics controls our government. And most importantly, left-wing politics controls the minds of your children through the education system. Now, we on the right like to talk about Islam all the time, right? We love to talk about how that ideology, as it's been festering and fostering hate for hundreds of years now, how it is a systematic structure of evil, right? Because it's not a religion. Islam isn't a religion. It is a socio-political culture and a structure of control. It was something that was created to control every aspect of a person's life, not just their religion. It is their law. It is their government. It is everything to those people who celebrate and respect Islam. That's what it is. It's everything. It's not just a religion. And then they use that control to push their own agenda, whether that be killing the infidel and spreading that structure to the four corners of the earth. And we talk about this as right-wingers all the time, how there is this structure put in place that is evil. Look what it's doing to people, right? And most of us like to talk about people on the left, and we like to talk about issues and policies and things like that. We talk about gay marriage and legalized marijuana and abortion and gun rights and whatever, right? We focus on the issues. But what if we need to focus on something more? And I know some of you guys do. I know it. But how much difference is there between a socio-political structure like Islam and where we are in the United States right now, where the left controls our government, our media, big business, and your children? How different are those two things? And are we really focused on the right things when we spend all our time talking about certain policies, certain issues? Maybe we need to focus more on the big picture, because over the course of the last 50 or 60 years, we have seen a structure grow into place in this country that has the potential to be just as evil as Islam is. Is the left responsible for all the killings and all the mass evil that Islam is? No, of course not. Not yet, anyway. And although some would argue that they are, just through our military and what we've done overseas, I don't think we've gotten to that point yet. And I think it'd take a long time for us, even under left-wing control, to be as evil as Islam. But it is something to think about. And I'm just kind of rambling on here. This was not a video that I intended to make, but I feel like it's important to talk about it. And I think it's a conversation we should have. I mean, because the left is here. It is ingrained in our country. They control our politics. They control business. They control the message through the media. And they control your children's minds. At the very least, it's something to think about.